Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. In today's episode, I'll be trying out some new funky products from a new Korean brand called Kaja. I recently received these super cute PR packages from Kaja and I thought their products were pretty cool and innovative, and so I thought, you know what, I need to do a Tina Tries It. They sent me their new Roller Glow Roll-On Highlighting Balm in this cute paint tin. So this is the Roller Glow Highlighter. It comes in this super cute pink packaging. Inside, when you open it up, there's this mini paint roller. And underneath that is the highlighting balm. Inside the tin there was an extra roller, so I think when you buy it in stores you get 2 rollers. Here is the next PR package that I received. This one contains their new Heart Melter lip gloss sticks that comes in 6 shades. Below it are 2 cheeky stamps that you can use for blush. And I got some bonus heart candies as well. So those are the products I'll be testing out today. I think I shall start off with their cheeky stamps first. I've been wanting to try these out for a while, but Kaja is only available exclusively in Sephora, US, I believe. I saw them online, but I couldn't find them anywhere else like in Singapore or Australia, so I'm glad they sent me these. This is what the cheeky stamps look like. This shade is Saucy. So to open it, you just twist to release the bottom stamp, and then the product is on the other side, so you just flip that open. And that holds the cushion blush. So all you do is press the heart-shaped stamp onto the cushion and then stamp it on your skin. So now I'm going to try out this color on my cheeks. Just going to pop some product on the stamp, like so. And then I'm just going to stamp it onto my cheeks. Look how cute that is. You could leave this on your cheeks like in the heart shape if you wanted to, but I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. So I'm just going to pat it out and then just blend it outwards so that there's no harsh lines and it looks more natural. So that's what it looks like on my cheeks. It was super blendable, really easy to shear out if you don't want that like intense heart shape on your cheeks. I actually quite like this formula. It kind of feels like a little bit velvety as well. Obviously you can go in again if you want and maybe just intensify it a little bit and just build up that cheek color if you want a little bit more vibrancy. So this shade is number 2, Saucy. I did also get another shade which I want to test out. It's a lighter pink and this one is number 1 called Koi. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing and just grab some of that product on my stamp and then just stamp it onto my cheeks. As you can see, sometimes the product kind of overflows and builds up more around the edges. So if you wanted to have like a nice clean heart shape, maybe just clean up around the sponge before actually stamping it on your skin. Otherwise you get this like little bit of build up, but that's okay for me because I'm just gonna blend it out. I might apply a little bit more. And you can hear it when I stamp down. It makes a little clicky noise, just like a stamp. So that's what shade number 1 looks like. I feel like they kind of look a little bit similar. Maybe because once I blend it out, you can't really tell too much with the color difference. But this side is a little bit more peachy and this is more pinky. You can see the color difference a lot better on my hand. This is number 1 and that's number 2. Now let's talk about the packaging for a little bit. I haven't seen any brand do a stamp on cheek product like this, so it's pretty innovative. The sponge on the inside is a very dense sponge. I'm not too sure how you would clean it. I'm not sure if you can kind of remove that. I don't want to break it. Maybe you can just wash it with what you normally use to wash your brushes. Okay, so I just tried washing the sponge and it did work. I was able to get it back to white. However, the sides were a little bit tricky because it is a quite like stiff sponge. Oh, it's just dripping water now. Whoops. Some water does get trapped inside the stamps, so you kind of got to make sure like, Oh, see, it all like dripped out. You got to make sure you leave it out to dry. Another thing to note is that there's no mirror in this, and the size can be a little bit bulky for some people. Compared to like my 3CE blush, this one is like a cream blush as well, but you use your fingers to apply it. It's a lot like sleeker and smaller than the Kaja one, but then again, it's just personal preference. Now let's move on to the lips. So this is the Kaja Heart Melter Lip Gloss Sticks. It comes in a heart-shaped clickable lipstick. The packaging is exactly the same as the I'm Mimi TikTok lipsticks. It's exactly the same, however the formulas are different. I'm going to apply shade number 1 first. I'm just going to click out the product, and now with these clickable sticks you need to just click out the right amount that you're going to use, because I don't think you can retract the product back in. The formula to me feels like I'm applying a lip balm, so it's perfect if you guys have like dry chapped lips like me. I always get that. So it's hydrating, it doesn't cling onto any dry spots, and I'm surprised because I wasn't expecting this much pigment. I was expecting something a little bit more sheer, I guess. Also, even though this is called a gloss, it's not like a thick sort of product, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a lip balm really. I'm gonna go ahead and apply each color so you guys can see what it looks like on my lips. Going to leave the shade Honey Bunny on and then apply the highlighter. Now earlier when I swatched this highlighter using the paint roller on the back of my hand, I didn't feel like it applied a lot of product at all. In fact, it was a little bit hard to see. So instead I used my finger to apply it, and it worked a lot better. I think because of the warmth on my finger, it actually grabs a lot more product than the actual paint roller itself. I'm going to try both ways on my cheeks. So like one side I'll use the paint roller. Maybe I just have to press harder or something, I'm not too sure. And then I'm just going to roll it onto my cheeks. You guys see that? It doesn't really apply a lot of product. I guess you can see it a little bit compared to this side. It's not as beaming here, but when the light hits it on this side, you can see it shine a little bit more. I'm gonna use my fingers next and just apply it on this side. Ooh, okay. That definitely applied a lot more product. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the color to it is a little bit more like pinkier, so it's not like a silver or gold highlight. It definitely has more like pink reflexes to it. Even though it kind of looks gold on there, when you apply it, it's definitely more pinky. Personally, I prefer using my fingers to apply it because I can kind of just like control how much product I want and blend it out accordingly. Whereas with the paint roller, I feel like you have less control. I'm going to do a wear test and leave this on my skin and see how long it lasts. So I'll be back in a couple of hours to report back to you guys. I am back and it's been about 5.5 hours. I actually went to do a baking class earlier. So I did eat and the lip gloss stick has completely gone, though it kind of left my lips looking a little bit pinkier, but the gloss and the sheen factor has definitely disappeared. That's expected with a gloss. Glosses are generally not long wearing. As for my cheek and highlight, I feel like it kind of faded a little bit. I mean, when I look in the mirror, I can still see that I have blush on, but it's just not as vibrant as when I first applied it. Same goes with the highlighter. It's still glowy, but now it's just not as pinky as when I first applied it. That's usually the case with like cream or balm products anyway. They're not as long lasting as powders. So if you're planning to keep your makeup on from day to night, I would highly suggest you packing these in your cosmetic bag because you're going to need to retouch, especially obviously like the lips if you're eating throughout the day. You're definitely going to need to retouch your makeup. Alrighty, let me give you guys my first impressions of each product and rate them out of 10 for you. For the cheeky blushes, I actually really like these. I think they're super cute. I would rate this a 7 out of 10. I like how they did something a little bit different with the packaging, and I like the stamping concept. The formula is quite nice. It's really blendable. It's kind of velvety, and with these type of blushes, it's a lot more forgiving, and you can just kind of use your fingers, and it's just really like easy to get a nice soft finish. The downside to this is that the packaging is bulky, much bulkier than other like cream blushes. Also, it's not as long wearing as powder blushes. Next up, we have the Heart Melter Lip Gloss Sticks. Out of all 3 products that I tried today, these would be my favorite. I actually really like the formula to these. I feel like they're perfect if you're looking for something more moisturizing and hydrating on the lips. Unlike those tube lip glosses, these don't feel goopy or thick on the lips. It really feels like you're applying lip balm. The 6 colors that it comes in are super wearable. They lean more on the natural side, so I feel like these are perfect for a day look. I would rate these an 8 out of 10. The only thing about this is you just got to be careful that you don't click too much product out, because I'm pretty sure you can't like force it back in. Nah, it doesn't go back in. Finally, we have the roll-on highlighter. Out of the 3, this would be my least favorite product that I tried today. It's not like a bad highlighter, it's just not the best one that I've used. I feel like the roller, even though it's super cute, it's not that effective. I feel like when I use my fingers to apply the product, the warmth of my fingers help to grip more of that balm and help to kind of soften it up. So when I apply it on my skin, you get that like more intense highlight, whereas the roller doesn't grab enough product. Also, because it's a balm, I feel like it doesn't last as long as my powder highlighters, so that's why I don't like it as much. So I would rate this like a 6 out of 10. The packaging is super cute though, I'll give you that. So that is it to this episode of Tina Tries It. Let me know below if you guys have tried any other products from Kaja. I really want to test out their eyeshadows because they're super cute and I love the packaging. It's like stacked on top of each other. Also, if you guys want to see reviews on any other products, please leave them below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and follow me on Instagram. And I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!